Rodri is going to join Real Madrid according to Jason Pettygrove. And now, let's get into it. This is a long article just to say Rodri is going to Real Madrid to replace Toni Kroos in 2025. So this isn't saying that Rodri is going to Madrid now. It is saying Rodri will go to Real Madrid in 2025. And this is actually a real concern, and I think we need to talk about it here. I won't read through this article because I don't think it's a very good article, if I'm being honest. Sorry to the person who wrote it. But why is Rodri leaving Manchester City actually a concern? Well, first of all, let's be honest. Real Madrid, biggest club in the world. If they come knocking for a player, yeah, you need to fight tooth and nail just to keep that player in the best of circumstances. Like, take Erling Haaland. Real Madrid comes for Erling Haaland. You need to go to Erling Haaland and say, no Madrid. You are not going to Madrid. We are not selling you. That is how you keep players at the club. Now, Haaland is an interesting player because Haaland is easy. Haaland has familial connections to Manchester City. He grew up being a Man City fan. Savio, if Real Madrid comes knocking, he grew up watching Manchester City. Is he going to go to Real Madrid? I doubt it. I doubt that Savio, child who grew up watching Man City, would say, yeah, I'll go to Madrid, because he's at the club he dreams of being at right now, if what he says is true and not just made up lies. Rodri is different. Rodri is a bit older, did not grow up with Manchester City being a big club. Let's be honest, he didn't. I didn't grow up with Manchester City being a big club, and Rodri is older than I am. So, these are the players that grew up watching Barcelona and watching Real Madrid dominate world football. These are the players who grew up watching Zinedine Zidane, who grew up watching R9 play for Barcelona and Real Madrid. These players love the idea of Real Madrid. Now, I'm not saying that Rodri is not loyal to Manchester City, yeah? Because let's get it right here. Rodri loves Manchester City. But he has been complaining a lot in recent years about I don't have time to rest. And what is Manchester City doing right now? We're not buying a defensive midfielder. We are not providing cover for Rodri. If Rodri goes today to Real Madrid, he has Camavinga and Tchouaméni who can both play in that defensive midfield role. He has covered. And he will start because he's the best midfielder in the world. So he doesn't have to worry about a starting place, and he doesn't have to worry about rest anymore. He's going to continue winning trophies. He might be even on bigger wages as well. And City might have to up the wages for Rodri if Madrid come knocking, just to keep him. So the problem here is Rodri needs to get his cover. I think this all comes back to Rodri needs cover. If you just buy a cover for Rodri, yeah, that will make him so much more keen on staying in Man City. Because Rodri does not want to ruin his career, yeah. There's a lot of people out there saying like Rodri doesn't need cover. Rodri wants cover. It doesn't matter if he needs it or not, yeah. I can debate all day that Rodri needs cover. I think Rodri does need it. There are people out there who say he doesn't need it. Doesn't matter, he wants it. And if he wants cover, yeah, and if other club comes offering a starting position but he has cover and he can rest more, then that club will advertise probably a lot more than Man City is currently doing. It's that simple. It's not about what the club needs right now, it's about what Rodri wants. And are Rodri's desires to get more rest bigger than the club's needs of somehow, according to some people, not needing a cover? I think so, because Rodri is our most important player. Some players you just have to give priority to. Rodri is one of them. We need to do everything in our power to convince Rodri to stay at Manchester City. According to Tolmy, decent source for the Manchester City news. He has like inside connections. His grandfather was like Bert Strootman, the goalkeeper who won a CFA Cup after breaking his neck. Legend. So he has inside connections with the club, right? And according to him, Man City is now looking at a 100 million like it's now looking at like spending 100 million pounds, I believe, something like that. I'll pull up the tweet here later if I can find it. But that's basically what he said. Now that doesn't mean we're going to buy a defensive midfielder, but it might. We might promote a midfielder, Perron, or something like that, right? Maximo Perron, O'Reilly, or maybe we buy up a defensive midfielder and get in an attacking midfielder who can play false 9. Or a similar system. That is what I suppose I will be hoping for at this point. Where we buy a defensive midfielder, promote someone from the academy, or maybe even both. If we can get a defensive midfielder here, let's say for 80 million, and then we buy an attacker for like say 40 million, that's 120 million. That's less than what we have made in profit so far this year. And voila, you've plugged the holes in the team. Whether we'll do that or not, doubtful. We will see, but this is actually a concern that Rodri might leave to Real Madrid. I don't think it is happening though. I think he is staying. I think the club is well aware Rodri wants his rest and the club is making sure he will get his rest this season. So I don't think you have to worry about Rodri leaving Manchester City. And therefore, thanks for watching to the end. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps the channel out a ton. We're so close to 200 subscribers right now. We're on 199 as I'm recording this video. Might already be over it. Just subscribe anyways. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Tell me down below in the comments what you think about this. How likely do you think it is? Do you think Rodri needs COVID and all of that? And I'll see you guys on the next one.